Good afternoon, everyone. So we are here at the Nature Center in Millbrook, Alabama, and we are going to show you some cool people and talk about some cool things. So you see behind me, we've got our apiary. So this is our demonstration apiary, and so we have some Facebook Live videos already of us suiting up and going inside the hive. So these are honeybee hives that are here at the Nature Center, and we have been having summer camp for the past 11 weeks. It's been very limited capacity, and so we've had very short numbers of people that are allowed in different groups, but we still have had a few specialty camps, and this week was bee camp. And so we have some campers with us today, and we're going to talk a little bit about what we did at bee camp and about the bees here at the Nature Center. We talked last week about decomposers, and we said we were going to do a part 2. We'll probably do that next week, part 2, but we couldn't resist showing you our bee campers and talking about what we've been doing this week since they were here with us this Friday. So what I'm going to do is introduce you to the bee campers and talk about some of the things that we did. So, say hello, bee campers. Nice. And so we're going to see, we've been doing all sorts of things this week, and we're going to go and ask them what some of their favorite things that they did this week were at bee camp. All right, so first up, what was your favorite thing that you did here at bee camp?
My favorite thing that we did up here at bee camp was scratching the caps off the honey and making honey, and also learning the bee waggle dance.
Nice. So we learned the bee waggle dance, and she said scraping the caps off of the honeycomb so that she could extract honey. So she collected her own honey and was able to harvest some, take some home with her. All right. Next up, what was your favorite thing that you learned at bee camp?
My favorite thing that I learned this week at bee camp was dissecting flowers and the different parts of the flower.
Nice. So dissecting flowers, learning all the different parts and things like that. So we got to look at those under a microscope, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All right. Next up, what was your favorite thing that you learned at bee camp? Extracting honey and getting to take home honey. Did you get to taste some too? Yeah? Okay. All right. And what was your favorite thing that you learned did at bee camp?
Made t-shirts.
So we made t-shirts, and so we're going to show you some of the t-shirts that we made and how we went about making them. What was your favorite thing that you did at bee camp?
Getting on the bee suits and taking honey out of the hive.
Yeah, putting on the bee suits and taking honey out of the hive. So you got to see inside a hive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right. What was your favorite thing you did at bee camp?
My favorite thing was going to collect the pollinators in the garden, like wasps and bees, and finding all different types of bugs there, and also trying honey on biscuits for the first time.
Nice.
Very delicious.
Nice. So we collected some pollinators this morning. We collected some native pollinators and bees and things like that, and so that we could learn about our native bees as well as our honeybee friends. And so we got a little pollinator friend right here, landing right in front of Trinity. So we show us your backpacks real quick. So stand back. So we all got some backpacks from the Department of Agriculture, their Invader Raider program. And so this had all kinds of cool tools for us to use while we went and collected our insects and to carry our gear out with us as we were being scientists. And then we also had our beekeeping journals. You want to show us your beekeeping journals? Nicely done. So we have beekeeping journals. This is all the information that my young friends here need to be a beekeeper, and it has tons of things like that in it for them for future use. Fun facts and helpful information about honeybees and native bees. And then we also got to make shirts. So we made, and I'll show you mine real quick. So it's my shirt. We use bubble wrap, and we even use some real wax foundation too for some of the smaller pieces to make our honeycomb. And then we put on different paint with imprinted different leaves of trees that bees like. And we also did some fruits that bees pollinate. So we have pears and apples and oranges on here as well. And then I'll show you some of my friends actually did some flowers too. You want to show your flowers? So we got flowers and we printed. Very nice. You've got some flowers too. Nice. And then our friend here, he used a lot of different comb and things like that, and he also drew a really cool bee on the back. Yeah, he's got a really cool bee. Nice. Very cool. And some of us even have fun facts on our backs. You want to show us your fun fact? Bees beat their wings 200 times per second. That's crazy. So we learned a lot of cool fun facts today as well. And we talked about pollinators too. We did a lot of pollinator stuff, and we did a lot of stuff with flowers. And so we did spend some time out here in the hot. How hot was that beehive, guys? With your
Hot enough to make us sick.
it was really hot, like 1,000,000 degrees. So we were only in there for just a little bit, right? We had to get out of there, but we did get to see some bees, and then we got out of there because it was hot. We tried to do that early in the morning too. And so we also got to harvest honey from the bees right here. And so everyone got to take home some honey from these hives right here. And we also got to look at some caterpillars that have now turned into butterflies. And what we're going to do now is we are going to release them into our pollinator garden, or our pollinator field, actually. Trinity, you want to take it, walk with it right out there? Okay. Yeah, and just put it right there in the sun. And then, let's see, go ahead and lay it on its side where the zipper can open. Alright, you want to unzip it? Alright, y'all watching? Ready for the butterflies to be released? We might have to let them sit there for a second so they might figure it out. We can see them. So these are black swallowtails. Their host plant is members of the carrot family, so fennel, parsley, actual carrots, Queen Anne's lace, things like that. They like those as their caterpillars, and then they're pretty generalist when they become adults as the nectar. So I'll come over here, see if I can help them out a little bit. Whoop, one of them left. Almost. Come on.
I don't know if that
Oh,
working.
two of them left. One more. This one just hatched out this morning, so its wings look like they're dry. We'll see. There it went. Off our butterfly friends go. Alright, so we got to do all kinds of things about pollinators and beekeeping and bees, and if you're interested in learning about beekeeping, we can give us a call. We'd love to talk to you and show you some things about bees and show you our hives here if you would like. And we always like to talk about pollinators here and beekeeping especially, and we have really enjoyed bee camp this week so that we can talk about one of our favorite subjects. So tune in next week. We're going to talk about decomposers again, part 2 of the decomposers. Check out our other videos about pollinators and beekeeping that we have on Facebook. And let's see, trails are still open, so you can come by and walk the trails still. The Natureplex is still closed. This is the last week of camp that we have going on, and so you'll have to check in next year and see about signing up for bee camp and about signing up for any of the other camps too. And there's a lot of different specialty camps and things. We got to do all kinds of other fun things with camp, summer camp this year. So check in next year for openings and how to get involved in our Expedition Lanark summer camp. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will see them later and be able to answer them for you. Have a great weekend.